Hi everyone, this is Walker Kelly with Monday Scientific Instrument Service and Microscope Marketplace. And today I'm going to be giving you a quick tutorial on the basics of the Mosaic 2.4 software. If you've seen some of our other videos, you know I've covered Mosaic 3.0 and 3.1, but a lot of the cameras still shipped and a lot of the ones people are receiving have a USB drive in that come with this base software. So I thought it would be good to go over this in case anyone is still on this and wants to know how to use their camera. So to start off here, we've got our main live view image, and this is our camera selection area. We've only got one plugged in, so only one showing up. Over here we have our primary capture button, and then all of these little gray boxes here. Now these gray boxes are different menus depending on what you need. So I'm going to go over some of the important ones just so you know how they work. First up is our resolution. You have a slightly older computer and you're not getting smooth imaging from your camera. You can actually click here and lower the image down. That'll be your live view resolution. And if you do that, it will clean up the image and make it so that it moves a little faster. You will still be capturing, of course, at the full resolution. It just adjusts the live view image. So that's the resolution tab. Now let's go down to exposure control. This is another big one. It's going to be set to default auto exposure, and that's usually just fine. But if we select area exposure, it's going to give us this little box, and we can actually take and drag this box to an area of, a white background or mostly our primary background color. And we can click there and it will adjust the exposure. You can, of course, set that back to default if you don't like how it is, and it will take care of itself. Okay. Now we'll go down to white balance. White balance is another big one. So with this version of the software, there is no automatic white balance. So we're going to be doing an area white balance. So select area white balance. It's going to give you this box. Now you can actually resize this box depending on what you need. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. And we have this little area of clear right here on our sample. So I'm going to set the box there. And it's actually, see how everything got a little pinker? Well, that's because it adjusted for the white balance and corrected for the background. So I'm going to go ahead and lock my white balance there. And that takes care of that for me. Here we have our image adjust. If you want to adjust the hue, saturation, contrast, and all that, you can of course do that. There's also here with the flat field calibration section if you need it. Here we're going to see our file save tab. This is another very important one. File save is going to let you go through and name how you want your files to appear. Select your file type. You'll notice this one does JPEG, TIFF, PNG. Unfortunately, the newer software does have an additional couple options, but these are kind of the big basic ones that most people use either way. This is where you can select where your file folder will go. It defaults to your images folder that it's going to create on your desktop for you, but you can set it to whatever you like and, of course, adjust all that in here. Live stitching, EDF, real-time dye, all of these things are just some extra settings. We've been over live stitching. It basically functions exactly how it does in the 3.1 software. You just manipulate it over here rather than it being in a box on this side of the screen. We have our video record. This is, how you set all those settings. Your save settings and everything like that is also here. Essentially, this software is a very similar configuration and setup to the 3.1 software. The main differences are just the layout of the icons, and some of the deeper functions are more simplified and consolidated. But other than that, that's just a basic preview of the software and kind of lets you know how you can use everything. If you have any questions or concerns or would like another video detailing a specific operation, please leave a comment below. Once again, I've been Walker Kelly with Monday Scientific Instrument Service and Microscope Marketplace. Have a good day.